This is Fox 5 News at 5, local Las Vegas.
It's almost here. The 2010-2011 ski season at the Las Vegas Ski and Snowboard Resort starts on Friday. Certainly feels cold enough, doesn't it? And between now and then, there's still plenty of work going on to make sure it's going to be a successful opening. Fox 5's Les Crittenden went up there this morning to see how things are shaping up. He joins us live in our newsroom. Les?
Yeah, John, nothing like a little cool weather to put the snowmaking and grooming operations into full gear. Of course, the 3 to 6 inches of snow that fell in the mountains over the weekend means even more reason for winter weather sports buffs to get excited. This is music to the ears of those chomping at the bit to hit the ski slopes. Snow, and enough snow that it needs to be shoveled.
Today's kind of a dry run day for us. We bring in everybody.
Even before the 3 to 6 inches of snow fell here over the weekend, these snow guns have been spewing out the man-made version for several days from a new and improved runoff reservoir just to give Mother Nature a hand.
We just borrow that water. It's a reservoir that we have that we rebuilt this summer. It's 5 times larger than what we had last year, and it's given us what we're looking at here today.
And that is snow everywhere. Well, there's a lot of energy being put into grooming, making, and shoveling snow right now for Friday. Inside, staff are also being kept busy.
We run 485 snowboards, and we run about the same in skis.
The boots, poles, and helmets, all the rental equipment has been prepped, cleaned, and sorted, and ready to go. Pretty much the same deal at the resort's ski store.
We're getting ready for Friday's opening.
That means getting all the other things you need to ski ready if you don't own them, like winter jackets, pants, and gloves, which you may or may not need.
Unless we've got a winter storm watch in the valley and a major storm coming in here, it's usually sunny. We don't have to layer up near as much as you do in the northeastern or northwestern ski areas.
While it's great to talk about the more pleasant skiing you can do at the Las Vegas Ski and Snowboard Resort, right now the focus is about making the conditions as perfect as possible for Friday. Yeah, and that starts at 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Now, last year, El Nino weather conditions brought more snow to the resort than they had, and it produced one of their longest seasons ever, more than 6 months. Well, this year, we've got a La Nina, which means warmer and drier season, usually. Now, that shouldn't have as big an impact on their operations this year because of that much bigger reservoir where they can draw that water from to make snow. Reporting live in the newsroom, Les Crittenden, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
And getting up there, it's a nice drive, but it can get a little dicey if it snows. So how are the road conditions when you went up there today, Les?
You know, I was expecting it, based on the weather conditions that we were anticipating over the weekend, that it could have been maybe a bit of a challenge, but today the roads were just spectacular. You know, they do a great job of cleaning the roads. That being said, if you do see a lot of snow there, sometimes it's not all that unusual for them to shut down the roads. So usually the best thing to do is to call ahead to make sure that the roads are actually open so you can get all the way up to the ski resort.
All right, Les Crittenden live in our newsroom this afternoon. Les, thanks.
Let's turn our attention to the weather now, and it is T-minus 4 days until the opening of the season at Las Vegas Ski and Snowboard Resort. That's thanks to 3 to 6 inches of snow that fell in our mountains over the weekend, and the man-made snow that they've been making for the base. Well, you know what? It's all systems go for this Friday. Fox 5's Les Crittenden up on the mountain today, getting a look at those final preparations. He's live in the newsroom now with more or less.
Yeah, Kevin, after this weekend weather, I knew it was going to be a whole lot cooler up at Mount Charleston today. So this is what I wore. I had 1, 2, 3 layers here, a sweater, a jacket, and a baseball cap. Yeah, bottom line is last week's mild weather is now just a faded memory, and it's time for some winter fun. From the snowcats spreading the snow, the snow guns filling in what Mother Nature hasn't been able to do yet. They're putting the finishing touches on the Las Vegas Ski and Snowboard Resort in anticipation of Friday's opening. And while they don't enjoy the same snowfall amounts that ski resorts in other states like to brag about, Kurt Sheffield says there are a few advantages of operating a ski hill in the outskirts of the valley.
The conditions up here are usually really great because of the low humidity, because we are in the desert. Once we get the snow, we get to keep it, and it stays really nice and fluffy for us.
Add to that the capacity to produce more man-made snow thanks to a new and larger reservoir. Officials are confident locals and tourists alike will get their fill of skiing and snowboarding this season. And I don't know if you remember, but last season it was a much longer one for them up at the ski resort because of El Nino. It brought a whole lot more snow to the mountain. Now this year it's a La Nina, which means a warmer and drier winter is forecast. But again, that larger reservoir of runoff that they'll be able to tap into to make snow will help with the season ahead. Reporting live in the newsroom, Les Griffin and Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
And it doesn't hurt, I guess, that later in the week we'll be getting temperatures around 30 here in the valley. So perfect conditions to get that base nice and solid up there, I would assume.
Oh yeah, they're chomping at the bit. They're going to be so anxious to open up on Friday. And by the way, the hours of operation are 9 to 4. And again, it all starts this Friday.
All right, Les, thank you very much.
The thanks